pictured it like 20 times today, just watching her walk down the aisle with her mom and dad.
What?
Wow, it's unbelievable.
Now, it does seem a bit confusing, at least to me, that two people who met in junior high in the Woodlands, Texas, and who grew up together in Texas, have made us all come all the way to Charleston to see them get married. But I guess if you know my daughter, she has always had a flair for the dramatic. But I can't think of a more beautiful place to celebrate Kaleigh and Christian's big day. She was still pretty young with all her friends and in the car, and what she was saying was, when I grow up, I'm going to be a doctor, I'm going to marry a rich, amazing, and hot guy, and I'm going to have 4 or 5 kids and live in a big house, etc., etc. So, as a parent, you don't want your child to just be crushed if she doesn't achieve all these things. So I listened for a few minutes and I said, Kaleigh, I think all those things are great, but you realize this is going to be really hard to do. And given how much time it takes and how hard it is, it's tough to do all those things all at once. When I looked in the rearview mirror, she was crying, and she quickly and loudly pointed out, Dad, this is my dream, and don't squash my dreams.
Christian and I actually shared a room up until he went to high school. And I remember my mom saying, you guys need to learn to love each other. I would learn things about Kaleigh from time to time, piece by piece. Kaleigh made varsity soccer as a freshman. Kaleigh is going to Notre Dame. Kaleigh is going to be a doctor. I always remember thinking, wow, what is she doing hanging around Christian?
The first time that we met was actually in 7th grade. We went over to one of the groomsmen's houses. It was Carlos.
I was there the first night Christian and Kaleigh met. I was at a get-together at Carlos's house. What really astonished me is I don't think Christian said a single word that night out of fear. I don't know, I'm not sure. But this would signal the beginning of a very long journey between Christian and Kaleigh.
He was so funny the first time I met him, and I was like, oh, he's gonna be my best guy friend.
I think one of the things we love most about each other is that we just make each other laugh. She's funny, I think I'm funny, and so I think we're always trying to make each other laugh.
Thinking about it for you guys.
This is such a big day. My best friend should be here, and we're not allowed to be with each other right now. So it's felt kind of strange today because I feel like he's always at my side. So he should be here. We should get our makeup together.
They had known each other for such a long time. They knew each other's best and worst features. And most of all, she couldn't imagine coming home to anyone else because no one else could make her laugh as hard or have as much fun with her as Christian. I think marrying your best friend is something most people aspire to, and I couldn't be happier that Kaleigh and Christian have found that in each other.
See? This is something for you too.
As a father, it's so refreshing to know that the man your daughter has married has always and will always love and cherish her, and it's just that simple. For the record, though, I did tell him that there are no givebacks, takebacks, or returns, and all transactions are final.
What if all we have ever wanted isn't hiding in some secret and faraway dream, but inside of us now as we breathe one another and find home in the way our arms seem to fit perfectly around the spaces between us? What if we are the answer and love was the question? What if all this time it was us you were supposed to find? I'm filled with wonderings, questions, and doubt, but one of these things I am certain will always be you, that gives flight to the butterflies inside me, calm to the sea, and the person that I have become. And you are the hope to the darkness all around us. It is you, it's always been you. You that soothes and excites and spreads joy like rainfall on the already damp earth. You that pulled me from the longest sleep and kissed my eyelids awake. If life is a question mark, then you, my love, are the proud and bold period that is typed with certainty.
No, not yet. I never wanted to fully jump. It took 14 years. But you made me feel safe that I could. And not just that, but it didn't even feel like I was jumping. Rather just returning home to the place that I've always belonged.
Kaleigh, standing here with you today is a dream come true. From the first few times I saw you, it was one of those moments where your stomach drops, your chest tightens, and you think to yourself, wow, I might love this random person. Turns out that was true. Kaleigh, you have always been my light, an infinite source of happiness, joy, and fun, even in the worst of times. You can turn the most mundane events into something truly special.
I am honored to pronounce you husband and wife. Christian, you may kiss your bride.